Hi, in this video we're going to start by installing or updating Angular CLI, then we will create an application, and in the end we'll install the PrimeNg. If you don't have Node.js installed, please make sure to do this first. You can learn more about Angular CLI by visiting angular.io/CLI. Now let's install the CLI. Then we make sure that it was installed properly by typing ng version. Now let's create our application. We start by typing ng new, then the name of our app. We specify the styling, and we want to use a routing, and we don't want to write any tests during this course. Now open up Visual Studio Code and select your project folder. If you get this prompt, you should choose the option, "Yes, I trust the authors." Now VS Code recommends Angular Language Service, which is one of the most popular extensions for this framework. Press install. We will install two additional extensions: Angular Snippets and Angular Files. Now let's run our app to make sure everything is set up correctly so far. The application runs in the browser, so that's good. Next, we install PrimeNg. To get started, we're gonna need two packages, PrimeNg and PrimeIcons. Now let's open another terminal and type npm I PrimeNg PrimeIcons -- save. Once when this is over, in the package.json file, we see our libraries in the dependencies array. We continue by creating a new folder inside of the assets folder called styles. Then we move the root styles.css into this folder. Now we have to notify Angular CLI about this change by modifying the styles array in the angular.json. Make sure to restart the server whenever you're changing angular.json. We'll create additional SCSS files for PrimeNg imports. In this file we need to import the main library, the theme, and the icons. Now we just import this file into the main styles.scss. To make sure that PrimeNg was set up correctly, we'll import the button module into the app module, so we can use a simple button component inside of our template. We'll use a p-button directive and a label directive to specify the button text. Okay, we go back to our browser and we see that PrimeNg works as expected. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.